Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We're a United States of the world, and we are on a mission to banish poverty. And we've been around about 4.5 years, so we are getting quite established, but we're still an emerging nation. We've been putting in solid foundations to make sure that we can be here for many generations to come. And we're now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens. We've got a lot of things going on at the moment, but anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person. That's all there is to it. We have a non-separatist policy as well, which means we don't pigeonhole people because of what they look like or where they come from or their financial status or educational level or anything at all. We just see everybody very simply as a human being. We recognize that all human beings are unique, all have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of all equal value to our community. And they're all part of one big family, all linked together. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment, but we'll start with a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life, lasting happiness, not short-term pleasure. We're looking at that inner peace that comes from just knowing that everything in your life is working as it should do. And the only way you can get that is not through buying it. You can't buy it. You can only get it through loving service to others. And the great thing about that is the more you go about life in loving service to others, the more you'll find everything else that you want and need in life will flow to you. You'll have that inner joy. You'll be making other people happy, and you'll have that house that you've always wanted, or the travel that you always wanted to do, or whatever else it is that is in your bucket list. It'll all start happening for you. So that's what our little prayer's about. But let's first welcome everybody, whether you're watching the replay, the recording, or whether you're watching live. It's lovely if you're watching live because it gives you the opportunity to put any questions you've got in the comments section, and we do our best to answer them. But we recognize as well that not everybody is able to be around at 7 p.m. London time. And so that's why we have all of these little chats recorded so that you can catch up and follow up at your leisure. Okay, we have in the live, we've got Ramachandra in from Watford. We've got somebody in from somewhere. And with Atri, I can't remember who it is. He has put in on occasions. But I've got a feeling it's somebody from Pakistan. We got Peter in from Cameroon. We got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland. Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal. Don from Vancouver Island in Canada. Peter from Kettering in England. Norman from Doncaster in England. Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. Nankiet from Nigeria. Eric from Quebec in Canada. Richard from Devon in England. So lovely to be with you all. Let's get started right away with that little prayer, the affirmation, and then we'll get into the business of the day and let you know what's going on. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member. They may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right, we're getting near Diwali. I can't remember the exact days when people are off. I'll have to check on it, but I've got a feeling that Devyani is off from tomorrow until Monday. So she's been putting in a lot of time today, working on various things and going through things, and we've been checking the code for that Vishal's been doing. We're not in a position yet to get that pre-launch going, but we are getting close. That is the pre-launch, of course, of the Easy Team Builder. We also have, apart from our two developers, Devyani and Vishal, we have somebody working on the plugin for the WordPress site, which will help with referral. It's a recruitment tool that will be available to everybody in that Easy Team Builder as a paid member. Membership's only $9.75 a year. So it's available to everybody, really. We also have Mo working on, it's Ram that's working on the plugin. We've got Mo who's working on the websites at the moment, and he's had a little bit of difficulty because they've had electricity shortages and things where he is, so he's not been able to work as much as possible, but he has done the update on the splash page for We Share Abundance, and I'm going to put it up in a moment. We've got Maureen in from London in England as well. Let me see, how do I do it? I got it organized before we came. Had it there. If I remove me, maybe you can't hear me if I remove me, I think. So I've got to stay here. Okay. But there are the changes that we've had made. Now, the sort of headline is receive up to $1,000 a month in instantly withdrawable free money. No selling or referring required. Now, if that doesn't grab people's attention, they need their pulse taking. Okay. You can become an elite member with no out-of-pocket cost and receive $5 each day you log in. And qualify for free money gifts from $25 to $100 randomly allocated to many members and their sponsors every month. There's also an option to become a paid member and receive free money and randomly allocated gifts up to $1,000 a month. 4 optional upgrades are available for huge income. Upgrade all 4 for as little as $29.75 in total, and we guarantee your success. I'm not sure whether I like it or not. I don't think it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not sure how to make it better. So it's something that you guys can have a look at and have a think about. We can always get it changed and sorted out. See, we've got Kingsley in from Manchester, England as well. So I think it's better than the original. And I think the headline should get attention, and it's really difficult to put everything into a splash page, or know how much and how much to leave out, and how to get things over. And it can take a lot of trial and error, and maybe we need to set up a 2 or 3 different ones and split test them until we find the right solution. I don't know. But any suggestions you people have got for that, will be welcomed. So that is one of the things we've got done today. Is got that now. Mo's now working on the ShareHope site, the public page. I think the members area is okay. I don't think we need to mess around with that. There are things that we want to include, although there is an awful lot there now in the reporting when you log in and you can see what's been going on. And there's still a few things that need correction, and getting hold of Rohit's not easy at the moment. But it is important that we improve the public pages, particularly that main page. So he's working on the public pages at the moment and getting those knocked into shape and made more attractive and clearer. And we still really want some feedback on this. Maybe I'll do a test with it and see what kind of reaction we get. If I do a test with it, and of course you can do the same. You can take it and use it. The only problem is we've not got it up anywhere at the moment, but I'll get that sorted out, and you will get a message with the link for it as soon as I get it done, hopefully early tomorrow. So that is that. Everything else we're just moving forward with. I did give feedback on the design for the games site. I don't know how many of you went through and registered and clicked and played the game. I found the actual game playing page rather boring, and I think it needs spicing up a bit, and I told them that. I also mentioned about the Play Now thing. Also, once we get from that Play Now, it needs to have a choice, and there isn't one available at the moment in their site. It needs to have where you can either choose to play free or play for money. We're going to actually provide prizes for playing free, but they won't be anything like as big as the ones that you can get playing for money. So there's quite a lot of thought gone into it, and we have put in some thoughts and recommendations, things that we think need to be changed a bit. I also suggested that we have like a treasure chest, and you'll see the effects of that if they get that sorted out. Of course, the design is important. It's got to be attractive, but it's got to attract everybody. And trivia, I think most people are happy to have a little go, at trivia and see if they can win something through doing it. We got Derek in from Wado City in Nigeria. And we have some numbers for you. I'm trying to think what else I've been doing. I seem to spend all day, but once again, just 3 people increase in the 777 plan, which I find disappointing, but it doesn't really affect me. It affects you people. But to just get 3, it means that only 3 people have either filled in a box or somebody's referred 1 or 2 or 3 people. For such an amazing program, that is disappointing. But we'll see. I've still not managed to get the page done on the explaining the plan. It is taking me time, but we'll get there. We will get there. We had an increase of just 8 in our registered members to 50,372. We have an increase of 17 in our active members to 3,802. It'll be interesting to see how big a drop we get at the end of the month, which of course it's the first on Friday, isn't it, this week? Because in the past we've had quite big drops in the active member count, sometimes thousands of people, because they don't realize they've got to keep logging in. But the last month, I think, was the first month, maybe the first month ever, certainly the first month for a long, long time, where we didn't see that big drop. So it'd be interesting to see what happens this month with that. But we've got 3,802 and it is up by 17. We have an increase of 1 in the paid members in the Share Hope plan. Once again, that's something I've not promoted at all. I've not promoted the 777. I've not promoted the Share Hope. And that is reflected in the fact that there are very few people joining. And that means that hardly anybody, if anybody, is doing any promotion. Okay. We no change in the Multiply Weezer site, which is fine because it is pretty much dormant at the moment. It's okay for an advertising platform, but other than that, nothing. But we did get enough in the revenue share, about 80 cents, to take us up into the next dollar in the bonus pool to $10,582. The Fun Miracles site, I'm really, really excited about, because I honestly believe that the potential there is so big that you're not even imagining what the potential there is for that site and the games and where we can go with it. I mean, there are lots of options once we get it up and running. We have got people buying shares. We've still got some shares left, quite a lot if people want them, because we did set out to sell 1,000 and we sold a few, 100 or a couple of hundred or something. which means that we don't really have a great deal of money for promoting the site once it's available. But we'll do what we can with what we can pull in. But we are getting a few more people buying shares as well now. And of course, it'll all help with the development of that site and the promotion of the site once it's all in place. We've been working on getting share certificates out, and that'll be ongoing. It's just it's not difficult. It's just fiddly and fitting it in. But we should be able to get everybody their certificates by the end of the week. Okay, we've got Eric here with, is it a question? This is just from me, but your ideas are amazing, but there's too much plan at the same time. I think they should have been separated in time. The shareholder plan should have been the last one to be launched, since people don't like recurring payment. Not complaining, but sharing my thoughts. The shareholder plan should have been the last one to be launched, since people don't like recurring payment. I don't really understand what you mean by that comment. I know that people don't like recurring payments, but it is the best plan for most people to have recurring payments, and it'll be realized as people get in. And once we get the Easy Team Builder operating, that once again is recurring, but it's only $9.75 a year. It's hardly classed as recurring, even though it is. But that will assist in driving all the programs. The 777 plan, Eric, isn't recurring, and neither is the Poverty Crusher. And those are two plans that are available, and people aren't promoting those either. So it's up to you. It really doesn't affect me financially, because I get nothing out of anything that goes on in We Share Abundance anyway. I'm just here volunteering like so many other people behind the scenes. But because of my position, I do not take any commissions or anything from any of the programs that we have. They all go back into We Share Abundance. So from a financial point of view, it doesn't affect me whether the 777 plan goes great or it doesn't, or the shareholder program or anything else. But the reason that I am here and putting in the effort is to help people to not only generate income, but do it in the right way and with the right spirit and the right feeling, and find that true happiness in life. And that is my main objective. Now, on top of that, if we can generate income over and above the commissions and the running costs of things, then we can use that money to help other sources and spread our goodwill and love beyond the boundaries of our community. Without a doubt, recurring payments are the best plans available. They are the ones that people generate the most money from on a consistent basis. And we pitch them at such a low level that you should be able to overcome any objections about it, and especially with the guarantees that we have built in to that shareholder plan. You can pitch it, if you don't like recurring payments, you can pitch it as a $130 one-time payment, because effectively that's what it is. And if they say, oh, well, yeah, 130 one time, that sounds okay, but I haven't got 130, say, oh, well, you can spread it over 12 months if you like. So it's up to you how you pitch it. But effectively, it is a $130 one-time payment. So people don't like subscription plans. Don't pitch it to them as a subscription plan. Pitch it as a one-time payment, $130. Okay. We got Don Wilson. When will we have so much in the works? It is confusing for most people, just saying. When we have so much in the works, it's confusing for most people. Yeah, there is a lot going on. But concentrate on the bits that you want to concentrate on, Don. Basically, we have 3 plans at the moment. Now, there's a lot of other things going on, but we have 3 plans. We've got a Poverty Crusher plan, we've got the 777 plan, and we've got the Share Help plan. So keep it simple. I mean, that isn't so much going on, really. Most people can handle the idea of just 3 simple plans. 2 of them are single payment. One of them is a recurring payment of $10, or as I've been saying, you can pitch it as a one-time $130 payment. So there you go. When it's confusing people, do not join any of them. Don't confuse them. It's up to you how you pitch it. I tell you now, I don't have any problem in referring people into We Share Abundance. I don't, and I never have had. And I can refer them into any plan that I choose. And that's not because I'm wonderful or great or talented in any way. The only reason is because I believe in what I'm doing. And if you believe in what you're doing and you believe in what we have, you'll find a way. But if you have doubts, that'll come over. I don't have any doubts at all about what we're doing. I know where we're going, and you should know where we're going. And people will respond to your belief. They'll respond to your belief. The way that you approach people to help them and to have that belief behind what you're talking about, that'll give you that energy, then you won't have any difficulty. I don't make any special efforts to go out and refer people. But if I do, if I send like an email out, I'll get people joining. If I put a post on Facebook, I'll get people joining. The only thing that I do regularly, and I don't even do it myself, is post birthday greetings on people's Facebook pages. And from that, I invariably get an average of, it's probably not one a day, but it's not far off. Let's say 5 people a week signing up for We Share Abundance. And that is the only thing that I do regularly, or that I have put in place regularly. It's a simple thing that anybody can do. I don't even bother explaining. If I get people saying, what's it all about? I say, oh, if you're really interested, go to the website. And if you're not, that's okay. No big deal. Because I don't have the time. My time, I work. I say work, it's not really work because I enjoy what I do. But my time is occupied, probably not as much as it used to be, but certainly probably 12 to 14 hours a day in behind the scenes stuff for We Share Abundance. I don't have the time to go one-on-one explaining things to people, but I can get people to join because I believe in what we're doing, and that comes over even if you write a little post. It doesn't matter. It's if you just stick a picture up that everybody else is sticking up. If you have belief behind that picture, like the splash page, like maybe this here, where was it? We get that. If you post that on your Facebook page, okay, and you believe that it is good and beneficial for people, it'll have a profound effect. If you post it and say, well, I hope somebody joins because I'm not sure about it, and people get confused, and if you have that belief, somehow that will affect your results. And I know this for a fact because when I used to do coaching, I used to charge quite a lot of money to personally coach people. And we would pick an advert and we would say, okay, this is the advert. These are the results that I got with it. And this is where I posted it. And if we took like 5 or 10 students with the same advert, the same information, I knew which ones would get the better results because I knew that when they did it, they would do it with the right attitude. And I knew that some people would get virtually no result posting exactly the same content in exactly the same place. And you may say that's hogwash, but I've seen it so many times. What you believe, what your feelings are, what your intent is, comes over somehow. I'm not a magician. I don't know. I'm not a physicist or anything. I can't tell you about quantum physics or anything like that. But something happens. It's all in your attitude and your belief. Okay. Right. What have we done? We've done the numbers. We've done the bits of information that I've got for you. Things are progressing well. I like the team that is working on the Fun Miracles. I am expecting a report from Ram on the recruitment tool. I know he was working on, I think he was working on the integration with Pinterest when I last spoke to him, and some other things. But anyway, the things are moving in the right direction. It's a holiday weekend for people in India. Enjoy the holiday yourself. No reason why you shouldn't share in a bit of goodwill and love and family. So just use it as an extra excuse, And if somebody says, "What's all the fuss about?" You say, "Oh well, it's Diwali." Okay, enjoy it. I don't have anything else for you. I don't see any more questions. So, with that said, I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Until then, God bless you all. I love you all. Get out there. Do what you should be doing. Be of loving service to others. Share love and abundance. And I'll see you later, alligator. In wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah. In a wild crocodile.